running better now. Maybe it's because of the gas. Maybe it should be running the medium grade all along.
She dressed for the weather?
Yeah. Yeah, she was down on Broadway. I swear she was
Professional?
Yeah. Or on 99 in the old days. Depending on what part of 99, of course.
For some reason, I'd like to know what prostitutes looked like in the old days, because I was under the impression that they looked like strippers.
Yeah.
Well, the ones that work at clubs are.
Yeah.
Girls like the one that Joey is involved with. A lot of them, I think, strippers. But some of Kevin's girlfriends.
Well,
Not women wearing a parka that has no teeth.
see, that's what they are in real life.
I know. But
Now, you can go to Vegas.
years ago, they were less than pretty quite often.
You can
But
go
they
to
weren't.
Vegas
And get real.
and you know, and go to the stores, and then you have your choice. But you know, you get what you pay for. And you know, it's like the guy says, you're not paying for them to come over, you're paying for them to leave.
Right.
And so, you know, you're not looking for one that you want everybody else to admire.
Oh, gotcha. Totally.
You know, it's like our friends Bill and Jim, you know, back in Wichita when you know,
Like that fat chick.
my friends won't fuck her. You know, turned out you were wrong about that. See, a lot of the time, you know, it's like as we know, so much of the time, it's availability more than it is anything else. That's how you end up with the girl you end up with. It's not because either one of you seeked either one out, you know? It's because that's what happened. You happened to be there at the same time and found a mutual attraction, or what seemed like a mutual attraction. Yeah, I'm starting to think about this.
Trying
This
out.
ringing out, yeah, this ringing out they're talking about. We must be right in the middle of that fucking dish rag right now, because
It's definitely rain.
yeah, it is, isn't it? It is rain. It's,
Like they said, it was Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos. He was saying that they were in Italy. They've been promised a vacation in sunny Italy. And said,
Yeah.
the sunshine's coming down in big drops.
yep. Man, it pours.
And actually, that's the thing. Most of the time, Italy's a place you like to go because it's known for its sunny weather.
Yeah.
Of course, it does have to rain if you want to grow grapes and olives.
You don't grow anything.
If you want to have drinking water. Oh wow, Long John Silver's been replaced by a Starbucks.
Not too much of a surprise, huh? Well, the parking lots are sure empty.
It's because it's Saturday.
Yeah, it's for workers, not for shopping and having a good time. But you would think that there would be just as many people out doing their shopping right now and taking the bus to do that. Except poor people don't get to do that.
Well, the parking lot, on the weekends, they can take their car for things. They take the bus to town, to Seattle during the week, or wherever they work. They make several stops on that one on the bus that goes to Seattle. They stop at the U District.
Depending on which one you take, yeah.
Yeah, there is an express bus now that it used to be. I've taken the express bus before. Again, it's like one of those Continentals or something.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the buses the ones that stop, it also is just as comfortable. It's kind of neat getting on the highway and just going.
When Michelle and I took the long one, I mean, that was just preposterous. I mean, it just took forever to get down there. And we took the train down once too, which was ridiculously effective.
That's why it bothers me that they can't figure something about the trains. So I'm very worried about these mudslides all the time. They should have figured this one out.
Well, you know, I was talking about
year.
that. I've had a little bit of a discussion about that. And because, you know, people are, once again, they're talking about collecting rainwater and stuff. And how they should be allowed to and everything like that.
Something like that. The guy saying all these things 100 years didn't exist on his thing. Collecting rainwater, making addition to your house, or what all these. And then this person posted right underneath that income tax was ratified out of 36 out of 48 states, 1913, and Oregon had all these building codes in 1890s.
Yeah.
This person's complaining about 100 years ago. Oh, you're wrong. And why is it they want to collect rainwater exactly?
So they can use it however they want to use it. You know,
Because it falls on their property, it's their water.
Yeah, it's their water, they figure. And I've tried to point out to them that one of the big things people don't realize is that when you put in a development like this, they had to rectify the displacement of the water that would normally have fallen there. Because now all of that land that used to absorb all that water is being replaced by concrete and tile that washes that water away, and that water is going to have to go somewhere. And see, this is what happened up there in Oso. They didn't think about how much it was going to cause damage into the mountain when they built settlements on the mountain. Well, we can just build here. We can just build here, and it's the same thing here on the with the railroad, as if the mountain's just supposed to say, "Oh, okay, you're building on top of me now. Don't worry, I'll stay here." You know, we've got all this stuff that's on top of these hills, on top of these mountains, and then they get a bunch of rainwater that is being displaced and not going where it's supposed to be going, which is why those rivulets and streams are everywhere they were at, and we're not accounting for any of that. Now we are now, but look at this huge parking lot here, and how much rainwater washes off of there. Where's that supposed to go? Well, we can go into the sewer. Well, that's great.
The lady I worked with at Chartres, she bought in that housing development just south of 84th Street there in Mukilteo. Woke up one morning and there's a fucking river running through their fucking whole house. They built a house right where a stream used to be. All they did was fill it in. Basically. They fill in a fucking hole. No problem. And then one day they woke up after that. They came out and did some work and rerouted the water around the house. Then they woke up and the playroom was above the rest of the house because it's on that hill. And the fucking playroom or whatever den was full of water. Fucking 3 feet of water in the fucking den.
Yep.
They had to sue the developer.
Yeah. Now they got 2 turning lanes to go there.
But the thing is it doesn't, even if these people sued and they got out of the place, who's going to live there next? And what are they going to have to deal with?
These are cool apartments, but I can't help but think, okay, you're sitting out on your balcony and looking.
It's like where I lived in Casino. I had a good view of the fucking parking lot.
Oh, they don't have a parking lot. They got a road.
A road and nothing else.
And a church.
They're still doing things completely wrong. The businesses should be on the street here, and the apartments above businesses. They shouldn't have the apartments here and a big fucking business across the street full of parking lots.
Yeah.
The way they designed the old cities is the only one that makes sense in that way. You build fucking for people to be able to walk from one place to the other.
It's an interesting...
For example, like Maxwell Street in Chicago. They tore it down and replaced it with the fucking big walk-up things, and
what are we doing?
oh, they let the person turn. Is that what it was about? Another person turned.
Oh, don't tell me that... Oh my.
Is this a traffic jam?
Yeah. There is not a break between here and past the gas station. I think I might be wanting to turn here and go back. I mean, we can do it, but no, we can't.
I don't want to sit here.
No, and that's not even what it is. It's more the thing of if you wouldn't have fucking done that, That's okay though. Let's do it this way. I mean, that's just if if this looks like that there, that
It's gonna be full.
the mall parking lot is just going to be absolutely packed. Yeah, you didn't have to do that, did you? You fucking cunt. You
Why did you block?
fucking cunt.
Why did she do that? Why is she blocking?
I don't know. Thank you. Fucking brutal fucking people. As if it's going to fucking hurt them at all. Well, shit. Didn't look that bad at the Everett Mall.
Yeah, I was thinking Alderwood Mall is a bad time of year. Christmas time.
Well, I think we came out here last year at the same time. Yeah, if I could go this way. Minchies. Okay, so Subway, Sushi Teriyaki, Weight Watchers, and Minchies, which is an ice cream or yogurt shop, Five Guys Burger and Fries, and Mod Pizza. Weight Watchers doesn't really belong in that picture. Not at all. As a matter of
Mod
fact,
Pizza.
No, it belongs there with Five Guys Burgers and Fries, Minchies, ice cream, teriyaki, and Subway. They all belong together. Weight Watchers does not.
That's what I mean.
I was like,
Okay, if you do like Jared and you
that
can...
sign, did you see that sign I put up that had the Kohl's? It had Kohl's, and then the next sign down it said Staples, and the next sign down it said Dick's.
Oh, no.
Kohl's, Staples, Dick's. Perfect. I've seen those signs before.
That's a well-designed piece of road.
Yeah.
Build some more houses here.
More units. Weren't we just down this road a couple of months ago?
Yeah, and it didn't look the
They
same.
weren't building there then.
Buy all this woods right here. We got it.
You'd be nice to have several $1 million to be able to do that, wouldn't it? I mean, buy all the green belts that are around still.
They're not only still doing all kinds of things wrong, but they're still building houses, apartments wrong. They're still building them, stacking them up. They're not designing neighborhoods at all. They're just fucking throwing stuff out, and then when crime happens, and it's going to, it's because they didn't build it right. Old Boston Commons had actually the lowest crime rate ever in the world, modern times. And it's because they built that part of the city right.
Somebody's angry.
They actually designed it and built it right. It was the first city in America to have a public park.
Yep.
And everything was designed, and we're talking about a long time ago when they built it. And they did it right, and fucking every other city did it wrong. Every other city. It isn't like they didn't have a choice.
I know that sooner or later they will have an app or a program where you'll be able to take different videos taken from the same area, like if there's somebody else taking this video of this road right here, and they'll be able to sync them together, so they'll be able to go back and forth between one day and the next day, or one season and the next season, or 1 year, or 1 decade and the next decade. So if there were people out here taking video of this road 20 years ago when Philip lived down there, then they could go ahead and take the video that I'm doing right now and layer this on top of that and go back and forth between the two, so you can see the differences between how big the trees are and how many buildings were not here and everything. And I'm hoping for Owen's sake that when he gets to be our age, they'll have that program for quite a while, and he'll be able to take all these videos that I've made and other people have made and layer those. Of course, it'll be a totally different format, I'm sure. I wonder how long before they build in there.
This is all the city park. Great.
Earlier this morning after I woke up, I was thinking about going down trying to find that Herfy's again. I think I'll look it up online and find out what it is first. Now this is so much different back in the old days.
I remember when they built one of these apartment complexes, but then they built another one and another one. And I thought about these people who had a nice house, you know, in this area. Now they're fucking surrounded.
I always wanted this place on the corner.
I know. But now they're surrounded.
That was a cool house.
Fucking surrounded.
Yep.
But the thing is, move to Arlington. You're fucking surrounded until you get to the fucking edge of the wilderness.
Yep.
At least you can get out of the city in fucking Kansas. Any place people can live, they're going to live here. Any place.
Yep. Pack in the smallest little area.
And too many people are moving here.
Yep.
I thought there was just the right amount when we moved here.
Yeah, as if it was going to stay like that.
Well, right after we moved here was all those people who moved up to California.
Yep.
I've met a lot of people from California since There's still some of them still here, and they all say the same thing. I hate it. Like, go back. Go back to fucking California if you don't
I heard
like
people
it.
say that exactly the same thing to us, though. You
I
guys
never
are too
complained
late,
about
man.
the
You shouldn't be here.
Nobody ever told me that. It's the weather they don't like. They don't like it cold. Like, go back to California.
Yeah. No, I never complained about the weather here. And Rob used to make fun of us for not making. Why are you sitting here? Hello. Hello. Hello.
You need to honk at them.
Hello. Fucking do something. There's no light that's going to change here. Wow.
They were going real slow. Like, what, are they waiting for their friend from Nevada? Apartments here.
Yeah.
I mean, that one's been there forever, but now in fucking other duplexes and townhomes.
Trying to figure that out. In what area do you stop at a stop sign and sit there and figure out what you're doing with
They
people
were on the
behind?
phone.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it was.
I figure they're on a side street taking some and
Well, they can, like I've always said, just pull off to the side. When you need to talk on your phone, and see, that's one of the things about having a phone if you're driving. It's okay if you're listening and talking to the person on the phone, I understand that. But it's way too easy to take your phone and set it in this little holder right here and then look at them.
mm-hmm.
And that's where the problem happens. That's the difference between music and a phone. Well, music takes your attention too. No, you don't look down at the music.
Same thing with someone in the car.
With a video, same thing with a movie. Yeah, you don't have to look at the person while you're driving. Now, it can be distracting if you've got 7 kids in the back end, like we used to do all the time. But that is the difference, huh? Bought some cat stuff yesterday to help repel fleas and stuff directly off of them instead of like a collar. And it's cedar oil and lemon oil and I can't remember all the other stuff that's in it. It's herbal mostly. Well, it is herbal. Man, it sure raised it up a stink. Mac sure doesn't like being sprayed with it.
Again, that was the strangest thing when I first got Clicky, and then when we first moved over to the house and she got fleas. Just picked her up with one hand and put her in the bathtub and held her down.
Well, she's a little small though.
Well, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's like baby and kitten, no problem.
You can manhandle it a little bit.
And I put on my leather jacket.
Hell yeah. Even a kitten, you got to do that.
Just in case.
Yeah.
She fucking loved it, although she hated it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah, exactly. You love the attention. You love the attention.
And, well, cats don't hate water like the.
No, they don't necessarily like it. It depends on what it's for. If it's cooling them off during the summer.
Some cats will jump in the water.
As we learned.
Someone's teddy bear's laying there.
Oh, that's like that commercial. for tiles, and I still haven't figured it out. Have you seen that? It's a little panda teddy bear, and some kid drops it, and then it gets kicked around, and it's underneath a bench on a bus, underneath a bench seat on a bus, and it waves at some kid that's sitting there, and then the next thing you see, it's in the gutter, and there's this real forlorn music talking about something you can't understand what they're saying, and then suddenly somebody picks it up and gives it to this little girl, and I don't know if it was hers in the first place or what the hell happened, but it says tiles.org or tiles.com. I still haven't checked it out to see what it is. I love the commercial. It's so endearing. And, you know, a kid and his fucking... And, you know, it got me thinking... I'm trying to remember. I don't think I ever thought my teddy bear was real. You know? I think by the time that I could form a thought like that, I realized that it was a stuffed toy. Even if it gave me comfort when I cried, I still realized it was a stuffed toy. I never thought it was really giving me comfort. You know what I mean? I never thought G.I. Joes were real. Never.
Not even, no. I never thought my toy soldiers were real.
No, exactly.
Matter of fact, I knew they weren't real, probably because they didn't move. They didn't talk back.
Yeah. Yeah. Move, damn it. You're not listening to me, I'll set you on fire. That's another thing, once you set them on fire, then you kind of knew they weren't real.
You know, as far as like, you know, video games are kind of like the playing with toy soldiers but you know, it does leave out the whole tactile thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just commands.
It's funny, I said it wasn't very crowded here, and then there's a ton of cars behind me. I didn't think there was when I turned. It didn't seem like there was a bunch of people.
You're going to turn here? Or?
Yeah, I'm going to turn down here and see. We'll see what the back end looks like.
Well, that was interesting. That
yeah, I got to sit through fucking 2 stoplights.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense, that stoplight.
And this motherfucker's not turning either. If you were turning right, then we'd be fine.
Look at all the cars leaving the mall. Oh, it's not that many.
I mean, it's still early. It's still 4 o'clock. I think they close at like, what, 6?
7.
7?
Yeah, they're open until 9 this weekend. This during the Christmas season. Maybe there's not as much cool stuff here at the Everett Mall as there is at Alderwood.
No, and I was thinking more about the area to walk around. I mean, walk around twice.
I'm saying there's more people there right now. So
yeah.
Maybe this mall isn't as good.
Yeah, maybe it's not full because of that. Yeah.
It's a smaller mall and doesn't have a lot of the specialty stuff.
Yeah, that was completely woods in there.
Oh yeah, that's where they found the dead body.
Mm-hmm.
And this used to go straight until it went right into the parking lot, and there was movie theaters right there, and there was the strip mall right here. Matter of fact, they added on to the strip mall after we moved here.
North Gardens.
Yeah, they added on to the strip mall, and then they took it all out. Took the whole thing out. North Gardens. That's a funny one because Austin really hates Bob Seger, and I just thinking about
dun 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 dun. What? A flood of people out on the goddamn thing.
Nobody's dancing to that crappy music. And I'm wondering, who fucking came up with this? Who came up with this idea to have this crappy fucking music?
Yeah, we'll park here.
I don't know, walking.
Huh?
What?
Right there.
That's the entrance. Okay. Just funny because the entrance used to be